Hey everyone, Connie here. Before we begin, just real quick, you might hear some banging and noises from outside. The workers are back. You might remember the other week the workers were over here fixing the gas line and stuff. Well, they're back and they're being noisy again. They're doing something across the street mainly. Um, I'm not sure what. But either way, let's get on to topic. So, as you can see by the title, this video is about MLP and Equestria girls and all that. Um, I wanted to mainly address something about how this is going to go. So, as you know, apparently this coming Saturday is the official air date for Sunset's Backstage Pass, the new Equestria Girls special. As I've noted, I will be reacting to that. I'm not reacting to the past ones that I've missed, but I am reacting to this new special. Um, so that should be up on Saturday. I plan to record it ahead of time, though. But it should be up on Saturday. But then there's MLP, the actual show, which returns next week. Not this Saturday, but a week from this Saturday. And that's where it gets interesting because there's been many episodes that were released in other countries in between the hiatus beginning and now. In fact, it's already up to episode 20 with probably more on the horizon. So that's like 7 episodes that have been released elsewhere, but not here in America yet because of the hiatus. And I've already stated my displeasure with this kind of thing before. I know that Peter New's wife, Amy, has said on social media that she thinks that the complaints and everything about this is stupid because the networks release it as they will and stuff. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, well, some of us want to support the official release as much as we can. And when it's being released early, otherwise, everybody's going to have to watch it via the leaks in order to avoid spoilers. And then they're not going to watch it with the official release. And I know it's the final season, and it's not as big a deal as it could have been. But even with the past few seasons, when it's been doing this, it's caused viewership to drop. Let's be honest, it's not a good business model. While the show is definitely big worldwide, it is still a Canadian-American show. Well, I guess just North American in general, because Canada is part of North America. It's a North American show. So all things considered, it should be released in North America first. That's how it should work. I mean, that just makes logical sense. So the deal is that I'm going to have to pre-record a lot of this. In order to avoid spoilers, I'm going to have to pre-record quite a bit. And I'm going to basically just have to do it whenever I can get around to it. I really hate doing this, as I've said in the past, because it's like you watch an episode like weeks in advance and then eventually you just lose interest. And when the actual episode comes out, you don't watch it again as much. And especially with me, I like to watch episodes with reactors. If it's an episode that I'm not as fond of, I'm not going to watch it as much as I would if I watched it on the release week. So it causes a lot of problems. Plus, then I'm ahead of everyone else who is waiting. And so it's like I have to do my best to avoid posting spoilers about these episodes. It's just a hassle in every way. But as a reactor who prefers to go into pretty much everything as blind as possible, also my camera died, hold on. Who prefers to go into things as blind as possible, I don't want spoilers. I want to be blind to these shows. And so it's like, I need to make sure that that can happen. I need to make sure that I am spoiler free on these episodes. And MLP is like a big one for that for me. Because everything with these reactions, everything with doing this kind of stuff on YouTube in general started because of MLP. It's really kind of the cornerstone of this channel. So it's like I need to make sure I get into them as blind as possible, and that means I have to, you know, get to them early, unfortunately. So yeah. Outside of the MLP based stuff, there's also the question of continuing with other stuff with like the donation reward movies and whatnot. Because we already still do our monthly movie night, but what about the donation reward movies? We get to them very rarely, it seems, and there's still quite a few of them. I'm going to try to get to them a little more often. Right now my plan is, and this is not set in stone, this is not guaranteed, I'm not going to promise anything as always, but my hopeful plan is that starting this week, I'll be able to get to one movie every week. And I'm kind of, at the moment, relegate Tuesdays and Thursdays to doing the donation reward stuff. Like, Tuesdays will probably be the Outlast stuff, the Mauler's Outlast analysis. And Thursday will be like a movie. Or maybe I'll switch that around. I don't know. Either way, like I said, nothing's set in stone, so. But that's kind of the plan I have going right now, just because I think that will make it easier and make me able to catch up with things a little faster. Because I don't want to get too behind on these reward reactions to the point where by the time the next mega stream does come around in October, I want to make sure we're ready to get to it, you know? That we don't have a bunch of stuff still waiting. So yeah. And it's mostly the movies right now. The shows, we're almost at the end of what we have for the shows. I don't think there's really much of anything else going on for the YouTube stuff besides Critique of Outlast. Because the one thing, the Turnabout Theater, Elements of Justice, that is just kind of whenever it comes out at this point. Whenever a new one comes out, I react to it. So yeah. I will tell you that the next movie reaction, though, for the donation rewards is going to be Motherfuckers. That is going to be the next one coming up. I've already got it downloaded and everything. I just need to actually not procrastinate. Get it recorded. But yeah. So there's all of that. Everything this week should be going as normal, hopefully. I should be able to get to the live stream this week. As I mentioned last week, I was originally supposed to be on vacation this week, helping out with my church, but at their choir camp. But it ended up not working out because I couldn't. I basically would have had to get a ride back and forth every day, and the only option they really could find wasn't going to work. There was no way we could make it work just because of the distance between us and all. So yeah. So unfortunately I'm not there, but I am here this week and I will be able to record a lot more because of it. That being said, as for live streams, we haven't had any live streams the past couple weeks just due to these issues that arose on Fridays. So we are going to have a second live stream this week. We're still going to have the normal stream on Friday, and that is going to be the Jackbox stream. I'm reminding you guys, there is still the Jackbox stream. That is the Friday one. But we are going to have a second stream this week, tomorrow, Tuesday. And the reason for this is simply because I kind of want to make it up to you guys for not having live streams the past couple weeks. And I think by having just an extra one this week, it'll work out. Plus, with it being tomorrow and not having anything else to record tomorrow except, you know, the donation reward thing, um, we should have more time to dedicate as well. Hopefully, that's my plan at least. um, we'll see how it goes, basically. But yeah, so there will be a live stream tomorrow. I'm aiming around 11 a.m. to 12 p.m., 11 a.m. to noon Eastern time. Pretty much normal time for us. And that's just going to be a normal stream. We're going to play the normal kind of games and all. And again, Friday will be the Jackbox stream. So please make sure you have it set to come out to that. And again, if we don't have enough people for Jackbox, we'll do Cards Against Humanity instead. For Jackbox, it would be ideal to have 3 other people besides myself, at least 3 other people. But yeah. So that is the plan with that. All reactions this week should be going according to normal. As you know, Amphibia is no longer on the schedule. We have dropped that. But it is being replaced by Season 2 of Aggretsuko, which, as I stated back then, is pretty much guaranteed to not be dropped because of how much I love the first one and because I did love the Christmas special and all of that. So yeah, Aggretsuko I think is pretty safe. And everything else is as normal. We will be getting to the Wednesday stuff this week. We won't be skipping that again. And yeah, I already have the stuff downloaded for today, so you don't have to worry about that either. In the meantime, thank you so much for continuing to tune into the channel, continue to support the channel. And yeah, I hope that you have a great day and are excited for what is to come. So that being said, thank you so much, and for now, I'm Connie, and I'm signing off. See you all next time.